So for today's deep dive, we're looking at a piece of hardware that it basically shrinks an entire command center down to the size of a single card.
Yeah, we're talking about the WolfPack Multi-View Card from HDTV Supply, specifically the HDTV 4K 60 MVC.
And we should probably be clear right at the top. This isn't something you're going to find at your local electronics store.
No, not at all. This is a very specific component for high-end professional systems. HDTV Supply, I mean, they've been doing this for 25 years, and this card is made just for their modular matrix switchers.
Right, so let's paint that picture first. We're not talking about a standalone box you put on a shelf.
No.
Yeah.
Think more like a high-performance computer chassis. That's the matrix switcher. Its whole job is to be a traffic cop for a bunch of video signals.
Okay, so it routes inputs to outputs.
Exactly. And this WolfPack card, it's like a blade you slide into that chassis to give it a very specific superpower.
And that superpower would be the MVC and the part number, right? Multi-view
Yeah.
card.
That's the one. Usually, an output card in one of these systems is just a dumb pipe. It takes one video signal and sends it to one screen. Simple.
But this one is different.
Very different. This card is an active video processor. It takes that single output and lets you do some really complex things with the image.
And the specs are pretty serious. It's handling 4K at 60 frames per second.
It is, but the resolution itself isn't even the main story. The real magic is what it lets you do with all those pixels.
You mean splitting the screen?
Exactly. Because it's 4K, you have so much resolution to play with. It supports quad view, which means you can take 4 different 1080p video feeds and display them all at the same time on one 4K monitor.
Okay, so that's the key here. You're effectively replacing a wall of 4 separate monitors with just a single screen.
And you're not even losing the native resolution of those individual feeds. That's the beautiful part. It also does picture-in-picture, standard scaling, all that.
But the quad view is the killer app. I can see it for a security room or, a trading floor.
Precisely. You're increasing information density while at the same time you're massively reducing the physical clutter and cabling.
So how do you control it? I mean, if you've got 4 things on one screen, changing the layout sounds like it could be clumsy.
It's actually surprisingly simple. You can, of course, send it RS-232 codes if you're integrating it with a big control system like a Crestron.
The pro-level stuff.
Right. But for just manual control, they put a physical layout button right on the remote. You just press it, and it cycles through the different views.
Oh, that's smart. So you don't need to be a programmer just to change what you're looking at.
Exactly. It's really accessible.
Let's talk about the price, though. We looked it up, and this card is listed at $750.
Yeah, $750, which I admit sounds steep, especially when you compare it to a standard output card.
Right. I think their normal DVI or audio cards are somewhere around the $250 mark. So this is a 300% premium for one slot.
It is. But you have to remember what you're getting. The $250 card is just a pass-through. It's passive. This $750 card has a powerful processor on it that's scaling and stitching 4 live video streams together in real time.
So that's where the cost is. It's the silicon.
It's all in the silicon. That's some heavy lifting.
I also saw a note on the sheet about it being TAA compliant. Why is that a big deal?
Oh, that's huge. For anyone doing, say, government or military contracts, that's a requirement. TAA is the Trade Agreements Act.
Yeah.
It basically guarantees the product and its components weren't made in certain non-allied countries. Think a supply chain that excludes China.
Ah. So if you're outfitting a secure government facility, you literally might not be allowed to buy a cheaper non-compliant card.
You're not. It's a matter of supply chain security. And honestly, that probably explains the availability note we saw.
The one in stock. More coming.
Yeah. This is specialized gear that gets bought up fast for large projects, especially when government fiscal years are closing out.
So to sum it all up, you're basically creating a mini video wall, but it's all running off a single card and a single cable run.
That's the perfect way to put it. You simplify the infrastructure behind the screen so you can have more complex information on the screen.
I want to leave everyone with a final thought then, based on that layout key. If you had this kind of power, if you could turn your main 4K TV into a personal dashboard, what 4 streams are important enough for you to have running all at once?
That's a great question.
Is it the news, your stocks, the weather, and a sports game? Or is it just 4 different security camera angles of your property? It really changes how you could consume information. Something to think about. Thanks for diving in with us.